Marble, gold, icons, and the murmur of thousands of people. This is the tomb of Jesus as the world knows it today. But when Joseph of Arimathea brought the battered body of Jesus here late on a Friday afternoon, none of this existed. There was no chapel, no marble, no lamps, only a tomb carved into the rock. So what did this place look like 2,000 years ago? To find the answer, today we're heading into one of the darkest and most overlooked corners of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Come with me. Today, the tomb lies beneath a richly decorated chapel known as the Aedicule, surrounded by marble, lamps, and icons. Nothing remains visible of the rock-cut tomb where Joseph of Arimathea laid the body of Jesus. For nearly 1,700 years, Christians have come to this place to pray where Jesus was buried and where, 3 days later, he rose from the dead. What we see here is the Aedicule, but the actual tomb lies inside it. So what does the tomb actually look like today? To see it, we have to go inside the Aedicule. Through the narrow entrance at the front, you first enter a small vestibule, and from there, continue into the burial chamber itself, the holiest site in Christendom. And now, let's go inside. This is the exact place where Jesus' body was laid, where 3 days later he rose from the dead, and where history changed forever. We are back outside the chapel. Inside the present-day burial chamber, nothing of the original rock-cut tomb is visible. As we walk around the Aedicule, let's go back to the moment this tomb was first used. Late on a Friday afternoon. It is just before sunset. The Sabbath is fast approaching, and time for the burial is running out. Joseph of Arimathea secures the release of the body from Pilate. Together with Nicodemus, he wraps the body in linen cloths. The tomb where they lay Jesus is very close to the crucifixion site. The Gospel accounts describe it clearly: a new, unused tomb carved directly into the rock. The body is brought inside, and finally, a heavy stone is rolled in front of the entrance. The Gospels tell us nothing more about the layout of the tomb, but this much is certain. Jesus' tomb was not a structure like the chapel we see today. It was cut directly into the rock. But what did a Jewish rock-cut tomb actually look like in the time of Jesus? How we answer that question is incredible, because to see a tomb like this, we don't even have to leave the church. Despite 2,000 years of history, despite destruction, fires, and rebuilding, something has survived here that hardly anyone expects. Just a few yards from the decorated tomb is a small chapel. Most visitors glance inside and walk right back out. The room does not invite anyone to linger. To this day, the walls and altar bear the heavy scorch marks of a major church fire in 1808. This part of the church was never restored afterward. But that's not why we're here. The real reason is just a few feet away, almost hidden in the wall. A narrow opening that leads straight into the rock, to an original Jewish rock-cut tomb from the time of Jesus. Want to see it? Then come with me. We're about to see a double tomb, and it's very likely that Jesus' tomb, though it was a single tomb, looked much the same. What we just saw are kokhim, ancient Jewish burial niches carved deep into the rock 2,000 years ago. Here the term rock-cut tomb suddenly becomes physical. The rock itself was the tomb. And when you look back at the magnificent chapel now, you see it differently. Marble, lamps, and gold tell the story of 2 millennia of devotion. But it all began with a tomb in the rock.